And good morning, welcome back to NeelyFX. My name is Michael Neely, and this is the channel where I talk about foreign exchange trading, prop firm trading, making money trading foreign exchange, and also building expert advisors for the MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5 platforms. We have a lot of fun stuff to talk about today. First, this is Wednesday, April the 29th, and it's time for the daily Forex update. Let's go ahead and get into the risks, since we're going to be talking about putting money at risk, and you need to know about these risks, so let's go ahead and start talking about those. First, this channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute trading or financial advice. I'm a professional trader, not a broker, trading my own capital. I do not solicit funds, manage client accounts, nor do I hold CFTC or NFA registration at this time. Forex trading is highly speculative with a high risk of losing some or all of your investment capital. Only trade with funds you can comfortably afford to lose. And here's the CFTC risk disclosure. Forex trading carries a high degree of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. The high degree of leverage can work against you as well as for you. Before trading Forex, consider your investment objectives, experience, and risk appetite. You could sustain a loss of some or all of your investment capital. So that last part reminds me of being a broker back in the day on the telephones, and it was a lot about if you could just get a 5%, just get a couple 2-cent move on this, and you could make thousands. Well, you could also lose thousands too, because it can work against you. So with that, let's go ahead and get into what's going on today. First, let's take a look at my last trades. The last trades that I had in on this platform. This is the April Traders Cup Challenge with Audacity Capital, and my trade stopped out at 117.02, and right now it's at 117, so it didn't want to go anywhere except down and then pop back up again at some point. I guess right here is where it stopped out. Let's see, so well, it's made about $300 on those two trades. That would be on a $120,000 balance. Now this is not my money, so this is not, I don't think I've got $120,000 in the bank. I would know if I had $120,000 in the bank right now, but that is not what I have in there right now. I just got started on this trading journey almost a year ago. On this leg of this trading journey, I've been going in and out of markets for a number of years, actually 2 decades, and getting back on track. Let's just go ahead and talk about some other things too. First, before we get into what's happening in the world, let's talk about me for a minute. We have the this is my MQL5 profile, where somebody else had downloaded the MT5 platform. How about that? I need to improve it, but that's okay. We've got 2 expert advisors up right now, trading on the Bollinger Band and RSI mean reversion theory. I'm going to get in here and redo those because I've got a new technique of developing these now, and we'll go from there. What else we got going on? Then here's Trading Forex for Profit. This is my new website I'm building, currently in QA, so we'll see how long that takes, and we'll go ahead and get back into that as soon as I can keep building it out. So now let's see what's going on in the rest of the world. We have got going on over here. Yesterday, hear that little squeaky thing? That means, oh no, it didn't. I don't know what that little squeaky thing was. Oh well. We have, I'm also testing a new EA right here, and this is more on a, I don't remember how the strategy is. Well, we'll get into that a little bit later. What have we got going on here? Well, so today we've got the Canadian monetary rate right here. And, oh yeah, look at that. The U.S. Fed funds rate. That means we need to go ahead and pull up Fedwatch 2 and see approximately what is going to happen with that. CME Fedwatch is right here. It's where we try to figure out what kind of rates they're going to throw at us this time. And it looks like we have a 99% chance of a hold, a 100% chance of a hold. How about that? So I've never seen it come up and say there's going to be a 100% chance of a hold, but there is 100% chance of a hold today. Never seen that before. Oh well, good for them. So let's get into what we're talking about today. First, this is the U.S. 10-year. This is where all Forex trading starts. I don't have ATR pulling up anywhere because it's really not relevant because I don't trade this bond. Probably should, but I don't even know where ATR is on this. Oh, 0.62. That's going to take a while when I do that. Running into some resistance right here, but as you can see, it's not the highest the bond has ever been. We've got the 2023 high daily close at just under 5%. The 2024 high daily close at 4.7%, and the 2025 high daily close at 4.79%, at 4.79. So in theory, inflation in the United States is going down. Let's go ahead and get into the DXY now. That is the next tradable thing we've got going on, because this is the inverse of the euro versus the dollar. Right now, it is kind of holding on to 98.72 for dear life, which is kind of right, just eyeballing it. It looks like it's right in the median of this whole trading structure right here. So not a whole lot going on right there. Again, we're still the biggest thing on everyone's minds right now as far as trading goes is the U.S. Iran thing. Let's see, euro versus the pound right here, and the pound continues to dominate the euro. Oh, I didn't talk about that either. Let's go into here. Let's see what the currency strength meter says. The dollar is the the strongest currency right now, followed by the Canadian. British pound second, euros right down here. The British king is in the United States too right now. So King Charles is in the United States. Got some of his silver coins. And then risk on risk off meter over here is dead neutral. So not a whole lot of trading going on today. Not until after the Fed quote decision end quote. Euro versus the dollar right here. Like I said, we're stuck at 117 as usual. It's been there for quite some time. About this time of day. Pound versus the dollar right here, and it is at 135. Again, a good resting spot for it to kind of consolidate and figure out what it's going to do next. Dollar versus the Swissy right here. The again, kind of stagnating out a little bit. Dollar versus the yen. Dollar versus the yen, I said. 159.83 and not really going anywhere. That is about it's a nice consolidation, but it's not going anywhere. It's just stuck. So the highest point that's ever been is 160.23. We'll see if it can get above that at some point. But today does not look like the day. Powell versus well, it could be a little bit later. It could have some wording in the Jerome Powell speech. It could indicate they're going to raise interest rates, which I don't know why they would. But you know, there's a lot of things that go on in the world that I don't understand. Here's the pound versus the yen right here. Again, stuck about 215.8. Excuse me. That's a good place for that to be. Just under 216, just kind of hanging out. 186.9. Whoa, that's, you can't get any quieter than that. This is the daily. Yeah, it is a daily chart. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. The euro versus the yen. Right now, it's consolidating very quietly. I've never seen the euro versus the yen that quiet before. Dollar versus the CAD right here. Again, 136.9. Kind of hit a little bump in there. Not really following this pattern at all anymore. So it has kind of broken that pattern. It's just kind of consolidating. A good point to sit back and wonder what's and to wait for whatever's going to happen next. Or you could get into some sort of a weird mean reversion strategy right there, but not over 70 pips. It's too tight of a range for me to play with. Dollar versus the CAD. I already talked about that one. CAD versus the yen. Following the oil trade, and correlations are breaking down a little bit. It's kind of stuck right at about 117. Got a lot of things going on in this mix. It does follow the oil trend sometimes, but you got a weak Canadian economy, followed by a Japanese being stronger oil importers. So it's the weakness in the Canadian economy. It's kind of washing out the correlation between the oil. At least that's the way I see it. That's the way it is, in my opinion. I could be wrong. Crude oil. Look at that. 103.50 a barrel. Gas prices will be going up some more. But again, not the highest they've ever been. We've got NYMEX Crude up here at 145 a barrel in 2008 and 121 a barrel in 2022. So we could see this going higher. Aussie versus the dollar right here. Oh, wow. Kind of broke out of that little range that it was in. Not with much enthusiasm though. It's kind of stalling out right under 72. Gold Gold should be coming down a little bit more than it is. Down almost 1%, down to 59.54. And palladium, platinum is next. It down 175. Palladium down 117. And silver down almost 1% at 72.5, 72.5, 72.60 we'll call it. So that's what's going on in those today. Let's see what happened in the software sector just for fun. We have the IGV stuck at 85. Nice round number. HubSpot is at 225.97. I've got Salesforce at 181, up a little bit. Intuit up to almost 3%. GoDaddy up 1.1%. And Adobe up 163. And Upwork, big loser yesterday at 254, down 254. 2.54%, that is, not 0.27. But at the same time, got the hiccups all of a sudden. I don't like that. We don't have any kind of rebounding much of anywhere at all, considering its high was way back here for the sector at 117 back in 2025, September 2025, when everyone jumped on the AI bandwagon. And that's just how the software sector goes. But at any rate, that's about all I've got for today. I guess that about does it. I'll put this back on the DXY so I can see what's going on there, and that's about all I've got. So you guys have a great one today. Happy trading if you're trading. I would wait till about 2 o'clock, and about 2:30 actually. I'll wait till after the Jerome Powell speech. It could be his last one. Who knows? He might hang around for a little while until Warshes is approved or not approved or whatever happens with that. So we've got a lot of drama taking place in the United States too. So with that, you guys have a great one. I will talk with you later. Bye.